Most people in life are accustomed to dealing with people that they know. They are not accustomed to dealing with total strangers who think that they're going to play a fucking game and think that they're going to care. What I'm talking about is life is my right. But I just had some person I don't even know drive down the street in some champagne sedan, which under marketing concepts I know what that means, literally putting a 5 at me on her fingertips as if I'm supposed to understand what that means as a total stranger. I'm sorry, but I am not here for your entertainment. I am not here for your fucking amusement. And I am not here for you to play with my life or do things to me because you fucking feel like it. I do not know that woman at all. And openly, I'm appalled that these people think they're going to keep playing with my life. Do I make myself clear? Earlier this evening, I was sort of impressed with a young black man. His girlfriend was mouthing off about something with me, and I am someone who has slightly hard of hearing, especially when there's a lot of traffic noise, especially when there's a lot of kids talking noise, but she was making some reference to me and making a joke and making a jest, and I don't even know who that woman was. But her boyfriend was very quick to sort of put her in a quieter mode. And when I turned around and said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" he understood immediately what to do. Not only did he not up-escalate, which I was concerned about, he down-escalated the situation, which made me incredibly impressed with that young man. It made me understand him a lot better. It made me recognize him in a way that I don't usually do, because a black man that can de-escalate something in a positive way that doesn't embarrass his girl or embarrass him or embarrass me is an impressive young man. You see, there are people who just want to play all over town like they are the hottest shit around. And they're not. They are in their life with their friends, with their girlfriends, with their guy friends, but they are not masters of our universe. They are not the leaders of our community. They've got their britches under their ass, they got their penis showing through, and you just want to say, grow the motherfuck up. You are not age 2. You are not cute to me, you are not welcome to me, and openly what I see is an immoral act. I see immorality all over you. And I'm tired of this. Are you not tired of this? That you are trying to lead your children through a community and you gotta work around some brother who wants to be a badass. This is not the fucking rap world of California. This is not the tough world of New York City streets. This is a community that has upstanding citizens who are trying to make a good living like me. Every human being in this world has a different way to make a living. If you're a restaurateur, this is not fucking rocket science. Your job is to create loyal customers who will come to you every fucking day with their money. 2 or 3 times a day would really keep your restaurant flowing. Beyond 5 years, which is what any small business is supposed to do. If you can last beyond 5 years, then you're doing okay. If you can't, that's on your fucking life that you were rude to your customers too often, and they don't like that about you. In life, we have other types of businesses that make livings differently. We have people who work for salary, people who get benefits, people who have inheritance, not at all, people who have, well, retirement benefits. If you don't have that, then you haven't produced your life to the level that most people, general people, in the general population of educated people aspire. That's on you. If you love working in retail, and I met a guy who's an ex-military guy, one of the best men I ever met in my life. His name was Corey, and he was always really cool with me. He recognized I was older, he recognized I hadn't been retail in a very long time, and he recognized that he could count on me. That if he gave me a schedule, I'd be there. That if I was working with customers, they would be well served. And I might not have been able to tell them every fucking product in that environment of posh clothing store, but he recognized that that wasn't my life. It was a part-time gig before I got to my life. He also was willing to recognize that my late father was in the process of dying, and he was going to hold it accountable on me on every little fucking thing. He was encouraging to me when I struggled a little bit with the technology and the computer, but I am definitely one of those lifelong learners that if you give me enough time on it, I will master it, and I really became pretty good at it. Occasionally I'd get stumped, and then I'd turn to a colleague named Julie and say, "I'm stumped, what'd I do wrong?" And she'd tell me. But I sort of knew her, I sort of didn't know her, but I also knew her lies in her, and that bothered me. We don't need to lie to people to buy from us. What we need to do is produce loyal customers. And if you can't produce a loyal customer in your lifetime, you will never keep a job. In my lifetime, I lived off a handful of customers, and I'll be honest about that. They were my customers. My job was to satisfy them as clients, and I did that, and I kept my customers for 6 to 7 years. Now, bragging about my life is not what I'm doing here. Saying You try and do that. If you haven't done that, then don't try and compare your life to me. Don't be driving down the street giving me a 5 symbol, which I don't even know what that means. Is that 5 minutes before you're going to try and hit on me or pick me up or going to give me $5? I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm not your friend. I don't know you at all. Don't pretend that you have rights to me. You see, what people are forgetting about with all this Black Lives Matter stuff is that all lives matter. And when they get into entitlement, and when they start to insult our life, and when they start to cross the line by stealing from our pockets, and stealing from our bags, and stealing from, well, anything we own, it's impossible. You cannot possibly represent your community well if you're stealing. That is the bottom line. If you're hacking people in your community and you're a certain Asian or ethnic group, then you have disgraced your whole fucking community. Let's be real. People make cultural generalizations based on what they experience of you and people like you. We can say that we're a culturally diverse nation, which is true. But anytime people have enough experiences with people like you that don't go positively, then that's on you and your family.